trade and investment between the two countries. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, came up with this at an event in Abuja. According to him, India is already doing great business and will continue to import crude and gas from the country. He noted that the two countries would explore new areas of doing business to further strengthen bilateral ties between the two countries. The government at the center has introduced the rotavirus vaccine into routine immunization to protect against rotavirus infections for children in the country. The Minister of Health, Dr. Osangi Ehanire, explained that government, with the support of the donors and partners, has spent huge amounts to fulfill routine immunization vaccines for Nigerian children. Still on health, the federal government has reiterated commitments to address the brain drain in the country. The Minister of State for Health, Joseph Ekumama, made this known while speaking with newsmen in Lagos this Tuesday. According to him, the mass relocation of health personnel was a problem and was worrisome to the current administration. The minister appeals to them to remain in Nigeria to see the efforts of the government, adding that government in the last 3 years released 100% of health budget. The academic staff union of universities, ASU, has been told not to politicize industrial action. Similarly, it urges the lecturers to consider the plight of Nigerian students who have stayed at home for more than 6 months. The Minister of State for Education, the Right Honorable Goodluck Opia, made the call in an interview with newsmen in Owerri. The minister said that since the government had met all the demands of the striking billion naira to meet up with their earned allowances, $1. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, made this known in Lagos. He said that there were also indications that other foreign airlines might review their operations to Nigeria over their inability to repatriate their earnings from the country. He explained that there was need to first test run the facility and be extremely certain that the equipment was working optimally before the terminal would be put to use. The need to always spare another thought for the victims of slave trade is this Tuesday returning to the front burner. It is equally important for the country to appreciate at all times the self-worth of all individuals to guard against the maltreatment or ill treatment of fellow citizens. As social activist Mr. Lekan Shodipo brought this up in a chat with OJBC while speaking on the 2022 International Day for the Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its Abolition. Mr. Shodipo noted that the commemoration of the day raises awareness about the horrifying nature of the slave trade that over 15 million people, including news on OGBC 90.5 FM. Tanzania will over the next 7 days conduct a population census, a vital exercise for national plans. This Tuesday has been declared a national holiday to allow citizens to take part in the exercise fully. Tanzania conducts a census by every 10 years, and this year's is going to be the 6th since independence from Britain. In the 2012 census, results indicated there were 43,625,354 million people in Tanzania. Mainland Samia Hassan was among the first to be counted. Australia's previous Prime Minister fundamentally undermined responsible government by Secretary appointing himself to additional ministries. The country's Solicitor General, in an advice given to the current government, said Ms. Scott Morrison's actions were legal. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese this Tuesday in his announcement in an inquiry into the affairs called Mr. Morrison's action an unprecedented trashing of the country's democracy. Mr. Morrison had become Joint Minister for Health, Finance, Treasury, Home Affairs and Resources in the 2 years before he lost power in May. UK High Commissioner Ms. Jane Marriott has dismissed claims that she and her country interfered in Kenya's recently concluded general election. Ms. Marriott was reaching to declare William Ruto as president-elect following the disputed poll. Some users shared unverified photos of her shaking hands with Mr. Ruto and the electoral body chairperson Wafula Ehubukati. Ms. Marriott said the UK does not support nor have a view on any candidates or parties in elections, terming the claims as misinformation. Ms. Marriott noted that Kenya will remain a vital UK partner, adding that Britain was ready to support the leaders elected by the people. Ukrainian officials have ridiculed Russia's accusation that its special services were behind the killing of Daya Dugina, the daughter of an ultra-nationalist, a car bomb attack. A memorial service for Ms. Dugina, 29, was taking place in Moscow this Tuesday. Ms. Dugina, a commentator and Russian nationalist TV channel, died when her intended target of the attack is the specialist ideas of a new Russia or Novorossiya or Ukrainian territory are said to have influenced President Vladimir Putin's annexation of Crimea in 2014. President Putin condemned the vile crime and posthumously awarded Ms. Dugina the Order of Courage. On sport, Chelsea will pay £60 million to Everton for the services of believed to be enough to change their stand. Earlier this month, Everton rejected Chelsea's initial bid. The two clubs have been ongoing. However, and the London club are now willing to increase their offer. The development of the nation requires concerted effort. Play your own part. To end the midday news, another look at the major items. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo at an event in Abuja this Tuesday announced a joint establishment business council with India. Speaking in Lagos also on Tuesday, the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, announced plans by the government to address the revenue of foreign airlines trapped in. Tanzania has concluded plans to conduct national population census. The midday news